Hey guys and gals, this is Bloggy of the Broken Legion of Gamers, and time for my Kappa responsibilities. This channel is not intended or aimed towards children. I hope all my reviewers respect my wishes and remain at the age of 13 and up. If you are 12 and under, I want you to be able to use this content because it's good for beginners, but please click out of this video. Go back, sit down with either your mother or father, and trust me, I'm sure your father would love to spend time with you, and watch this video with a parent on their YouTube account. Now that that's out of the way, in this video, this is going to be Hobby Hacks number 2, and this is going to be Death to Saber Sag. Now, the soft PVC plastic that Fantasy Flight uses has its major benefits. The two major benefits of it is it holds detail very well, as you can see. And it's inexpensive, so it keeps the cost of the game down. That's a benefit for us. And it's cheap for them to design, so it's a benefit for them too. But there's one major downfall to PVC plastic. It's very bendy, and thin pieces have a very, very hard time holding their shape. Now, this lightsaber, it's not that bad, but I don't want to take the risk of it bending in the future and messing up my paint job. Here's a very glaring example of the bendiness. Look at that blaster. Look at that rifle. I'm going to have to, before I prime and paint this, I'm going to have to put this under hot water. Oh, that mold line cleaning sucked. Okay, now you guys aren't here to watch me clean up mold lines. I'll get that off camera. But this video is to teach you guys how to remedy that situation. And it's really easy. And the only way you'll have Obi-Wan more than likely is if you bought the Clone Wars core set. Now, if you split it with a friend, there's still a remedy. You could politely ask them, but they gave us a nice little remedy in the box. Here's a used sprue of General Grievous. Look at that. Right there, there's 5 unused lightsabers. One of them is broken. But what's interesting about this, thank God that's not the one I'm using, because I'm trying to match the design of that lightsaber. So we're going to be using this lightsaber right here because it matches this one right here, because it matches the design the best. This one. But what's interesting is Fantasy Flight put in a couple Easter eggs. And I don't know how Grievous got this, but right there. Does anybody recognize that lightsaber all the way to the left? That would be the Anakin, the Skywalker lightsaber. And there's 2 of them on this sprue. This one right here, too. Very interesting. How did Grievous get that? But what we're going to do is we are going to get rid of the saber sag. Let's stop looking at sprues, looking at toys, and let's get this going. Now, what you're going to want to do is the tools I have available. 3 of them I'm definitely going to need. The 4th one, this hobby file, I'm probably not going to need, but better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. I've got the mold line remover, the Citadel mold line remover. This is the only tool that they make that I would recommend. That thing is just a miracle worker. Your regular hobby knife, the Pro Edge version, a hobby file, and hobby clippers. These are the tools I recommend you having available. Now, what you're going to want to do is Go into the General Grievous sprue. And first, you don't got to clip out the whole arm. Clip out off the first thing you should clip off is the saber blade. This way you don't break it upon clipping this part off. And then clip this off at the hand. You don't got to clip off the whole arm. Now, the only reason why I'm doing this, and I'm doing this on camera for you guys to give you guys ideas, maybe you'll have better luck than me if I mess up. But the reason why I'm doing this is because I have 2 core sets. I mess up, I've got an extra Obi-Wan that I could just piece together quickly. And actually, no, I could just steal the arm too. I don't even need to piece together the whole model. And then I'm back to rolling. Okay, now what you're going to want to do is clip the lightsaber right about there. This way you got room to clip off more stuff, because basically cut it off at the hilt. Actually, if you wanted to, you could probably just file this down. No, what you want is a flat connecting point. You don't want any flash there. I should have probably cleaned up the blade before I... Okay, that's flat enough. Now take your hobby knife. Clean off the flash. And then, does this have any mold lines? Probably. There's probably going to be a mold line running right there where the flash was. Run your mold line tool down, and if it was there, then the mold line would be right there. Okay, and now you've got a fully prepped hard plastic saber blade. Now what you're going to want to do is, there's a reason why this isn't glued. This right here will be a pain in the butt to paint, a pain in the ass to paint with this saber blade in the way. So what I'm planning on doing is priming it up all nicey nice with this attached, taking the airbrush, doing a base coat, then removing the arm, painting all this over here, painting up the saber blade. Then I'll replace the arm, paint all this up. Well, then I'll glue and replace the arm, paint all this up, and everything's all nicey nice and painted. Painting sub-assemblies does work. Okay, so back to this. Now, what you're going to want to do is clip this right here. Don't ever clip at your connecting point. You're going to want to make it that you have room. Actually, clip it off at the blade. And then you can take your file and file down. Do not clip off at your connecting point. Actually, I'll file this down a little bit. We're going to make this a little bit. We're going to make Obi-Wan's lightsaber a little longer, because he's a commander. He's going to be a focal point to your army. He's going to draw a lot of attention. A lot of people are going to see it. Now, with that filed down, you've got two flat connecting pieces that you're going to be able to glue this on and not have to worry about saber sag anymore. Not have to worry about this blade getting bumped and bending anymore. Because if this is going to bend, to tell you the truth, it's going to straight up crack. So 6 in one, half a dozen in the other. The hard plastic has its advantages that it doesn't bend, but it'll just crack. So risk reward. You got to figure out what you want to do. Now, because this is hard plastic connecting to soft plastic PVC, you cannot use plastic glue. You're going to have to use super glue. So what we're going to use is my favorite super glue, the Loctite Super Glue Ultra Control Gel. I love this stuff. It's dirt cheap. It's really affordable. And it's very easy to use. And it does a great job. I'm getting towards the end of this bottle, so I use this to build all of my, this built 1.5 Clone Wars, 1.5 of the clones from 1.5 core boxes worth of clones. Yeah. So it's getting a little low. Okay, hold on. Let's make sure there's nothing clogging up that tip. Maybe it's totally freaking empty for all I know. Nope, tip's real clear. Yeah, I use this to clear out the... Here's another little hobby tip for you guys. Look, I'm even giving you more tips. I had a hobby knife that I didn't have the cover for, and I've got plenty of hobby knives. So what I did is I took a drill bit for a pin vise, put it in here, and now I have this dedicated tool to clean out the tips of either super glue or these testers applicator tips, because these things get clogged all the time, and it can get really expensive using those if you're going to replace one after every hobbying session. So what I do is I just use the drill and I clean it out. But now back to the video at hand. But there's a little free piece of advice for you. Okay. No, that doesn't look flat. Again. Yeah, that's better. That's flat. Now let's get this together. Okay, there it is. You just want to put a little bit of super glue. I'm even going to dab a little bit off. And then you take your blade, you hold it onto the hilt, to the end of the hilt for 10 seconds. Not even 10 seconds. That's a pretty strong bond already. Like, you're going to want to leave that to dry a little more, and check the fit. And look, now you got a stronger, non-bendy saber blade. And it fits perfectly. And it looks like it even came right out of the factory. And looks like Obi-Wan's original saber. That, I think, is definitely a win. There's a little bit of flash that I'll clean off camera right on the top of the blade. But yeah, that's how you can get rid of this bendy blade. And I'm actually sad that the Fantasy Flight soft plastics are leaving, because They do hold good detail, not as not the same amount of detail as hard plastics, but they hold the detail well. And they're inexpensive, so now it's just going to make the game that much more expensive. Okay. Okay, hopefully it dries like this. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that looks better. As I said, saggy. Death to saber sag, because now the saber blade isn't the problem, it's the arm. And we're going to figure that one out. We'll fix that. A little bit of hot water, bend that up, add some cold water. That should hold it up right there. And voila, saber sag is dead. Okay, guys, that's it for this video. If you enjoy them, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy the content, please hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon so you can be notified anytime I put up any future videos. If you guys have been part of the channel for a while, why don't you consider jumping on and joining the Facebook group. Over on Facebook, it's the Broken Legion of Gamers tabletop community. I really would like to build a community with you guys, communicate with you guys, and that saber blade's already back down. Okay, I gotta figure that one out, but that's it. And as always, support local wargaming. Here at the channel, we support Toy Wiz in Nanuet, New York. I can't talk today, apparently. On Route 59, right across the street from the Dunkin' Donuts. Have a nice day, guys. Maybe I'll be back later with another video, maybe not. But hopefully this video helped you guys with a problem, if you're having a problem with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Have a nice night, guys.